Hey, I'm Marty for schupaksports, and today we're going to go over a drill for Little League coaches. And if you're a travel coach, welcome aboard to even up to junior high school and high school. I want to emphasize when you do some of these fun drills, there's an effectiveness for your whole practice if you sort of uh, combine skill drills with fun drills. This drill, and by the way, after I'm done, stick around because I located the video of this drill from one of my archives way back. It's called the circle drill. And what I do is I set up a circle and I start with a ball and they throw ground balls to each other. And the only rule I have really is you can't throw a ground ball to the person next to you. It's got to be somewhere else in the circle. And what I like to do is with my youth team is to count how many in a row they could do without making an error. It's a fun drill. You could do it different ways. And I've also set up a competition. Done that two ways. I've had a second circle, so I have two circles of six, but I also will throw in two balls. So the players really have to process where each ball is and where it's going to. Again, they can't throw a ground ball to the person next to them. If your team is young, what you might want to try is doing this barehanded with a soft cover ball. Now, keep in mind, to me, I think the best formula for you as a youth baseball softball coach is to integrate one fun drill with two skill drills. All right. And your practice doesn't have to go longer than 60 or 90 minutes. It can be more effective than some coaches that run 2 or 3 hour practices. I promise you that. It takes effort. You have to work at it. But I remember an old professor of mine at Arizona State when I was going for my master's in phys ed, he always said, "Don't confuse activity with accomplishment." It kind of stuck in my mind. It takes effort to run an effective practice. And I know some of you competitive coaches will say, "Oh, this is a waste of time." You want to go right to the first and third defensive situations, how to do a bunt, um, situations, different things like that. But let me tell you something. I remember years ago, and I'm a huge NFL fan. I go to different practices, and I was at a practice where it was like 102 degrees out. The guys were literally dying, it almost seemed. But at the end, the coach set up a fun game, the offensive lineman against the defensive lineman, and he had a game of touch football, and the losing team, the coach would have to run around the track. All of a sudden, you should see how spirited it got the players. It was unbelievable, and they ended the practice on a real high note. So there's this place. I don't care what you're coaching. If you're coaching T-ball, little league, college, or the pros, there's a spot to put in a fun activity, even when the most intense practices. Another story, the great basketball coach Pat Riley was when he coached the Knicks, he was running through his toughest practice of the week, and the players, they hated to go to practice the next day. But one day they were taping the team up and they were all ready to go to practice. And Pat Riley came in and he said, "Everyone in here." And he showed the movie, White Men Can't Jump. This is before it even came out. He got a premiere copy. So it sort of broke the tension and it lifted the spirits of the players. So this is the circle drill, and I'm going to show you a video on it. Let's go. Oh, by the way, if you like what you see, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you can. I want to keep this format going. So with that, let's go right to the videotape.
The circle drill is a quick and simple drill that can be set up as a competition with two teams and two circles. A circle is formed with 6 to 12 players. One player starts by throwing a ground ball to another player in the circle. This is done continuously for 30 seconds to a minute, with the coach counting how many clean ground balls are fielded. Remember, a player can throw to anyone in the circle except the player next to him. Try this with two balls or as a competition with two circles. The benefit of this drill is providing lots of practice fielding ground balls, improving players' reaction time,